Good morning, everybody on stream, and good morning, Uncle John, Kevin, and George here on Discord. It's a freaking cold South African morning here in the winter already. You guys in the northern side of the hemispheres, you must really enjoy your heat because I miss mine. Thanks for joining us. We're going to do a bit of a flight from Marseille to Bergamo just to put the beta Zibo through its paces. We spent probably 6.5 hours and we went through 5 different builds last night. Zibo was trying to fix a small problem, and it seems it's fixed now, so we're gonna go and fly and enjoy this new model, and hope you guys enjoy it with us. Please make your comments and all those things as usual. Good morning, Bjorn, Steve, and Ora. Goeiemorgen. Welcome, gentlemen. Right, so I've done some of the flight planning and stuff already. Let's just now start from a point, and actually let's start with this guy, get the smart cars going so we get our brownie points for the VA. There we go, that's on. Our awaits. Let's quickly turn our heads a little bit and do this. Right, it's better. Right, okay, I'll come back to that. Why is this OBS so jerky? Guys, do you see any jerkiness on the stream? When I look at my screen, there's no jerkiness, but my eye keeps on catching the OBS thing, jerking a bit. Alright, yeah, we're flying offline. Why do you want to fly online? Suppose we can get VATSIM going if we really wanted to, but the next flight this evening is going to be a VATSIM flight for sure, where we're going to go to South America and play around there a little bit. Steve, no, it's not. It's not just about save states, but that has been my focus in the whole project at this point in time. Just for the record, this is 10A5, so the 5th build in less than 12 hours that Zibo made for us. I mean, he was on a roll yesterday. So my job was to test the save states. I have not had an opportunity, believe it or not, to test the saved state of the switches, and I do notice that some of these switches, that's why I started here at the top, were out of their normal place, so I need to still investigate that. But in terms of the saved flight state, that seems to be sorted and working fine, and that's where my skills were needed and used. Or you must try and join us this evening on WhatsApp if you can. It's going to be a 2.5 hour flight approximately, but it's a beautiful area of the world that we're going to fly from San Carlo de Bariloche, and we're going to fly all the way down to the southern tip almost of South America. I think that's what it's supposed to be. DIXER Albot ILSX. So we want to fly that arc. Yeah, by Albot. It help if we do that. One other thing that Zibo fixed was the DC amps. The display was not working. It's probably still not working for you guys, but in this version also fixed some of this display. Not all of it, but some of it. Why did I do that? I have to go to page 2. There we go. That should sort it out.
Has he not added something else in the tablet as well, Nico?
Yes, Uncle John. It was in display variants. Oop. So I don't know, let's quickly read to it. Yeah, under hardware, Zibo is giving us the option now to use the jetway power, whether we use it as an on, the way it used to be, or the SAM version. Now, I'm not familiar with what the difference is between the two, so I can't tell you, but that's another new thing that, and there I've just killed myself for clicking it. Damn it. Oops. Back. So I'm not sure what that's about. Still, I have to figure that one out or speak to him. We'll get there. See, even this one, with the new thing, a lot of things have changed. Let me just quickly set up everything again. Ground bio cable auto, that's fine. Hello, Dream Virtual Flight. Good morning. And Mr. Zambo, good morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Passenger Escobar speaking.
Ha! Passenger
Good.
Escobar, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
How's Maria Elena and the girls? Are they alright?
Everything is fine.
Thank you. Good to know. We've got your stash. It's right at the very back, hidden in one of the crates. Don't have to worry.
Okay, sir.
Hello, Hakan.
Hello, sir.
Tomatoes.
Yeah, we've got some tomato plants today.
Have you started your flight, sir?
Busy setting up. We'll take off probably in about 20 minutes. You know what? I forgot my chronograph. Let's switch that on. Let's see how many minutes we lost now. Okay. Lost about 3 minutes off the timer. All right, well, you've got about 20 minutes or so to get ready, Hakan, if you want to fly with. But I'm not online. That's the other thing. You want me to go online now? Or I also wanted to know.
You need to continue, sir,
Okay.
because I don't feel myself in a mood that I can fly.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Where do you streaming, sir?
YouTube, Hakan. Dream virtual flight. For that answer, the best answer is to go on this very YouTube channel of mine. There is a video regarding the flight director, the Zibo flight director and helper. Go watch that video. It's about a 30-minute video, but that thing explains the intricate details. Obviously, simply is for flight simmers and real is for real pilots or people who want to simulate the real effects or the real workings. But the best explanation is in that video. You're welcome. That's where I was. Audio. Right, let's go and save this. I think this should put me back where I want to be.
Hakan, Sabah.
Good morning, sir.
Is that correct, Sabah?
Sabah means
Maraba.
morning.
Sabah. Maraba.
No, Sabah means in Turkish
Morning.
morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Morning is günaydın.
Günaydın. Yeah. It's like saying good night at a different time, Uncle John. QNH 1011. Again, I'm trying to remember these words, but I think it's going to take me a while longer to learn it.
Don't waste your time, sir, unnecessary.
No, it's fun. It's not a waste of time. It's fun. I'll teach you Afrikaans.
No, 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 I don't feel myself.
That's
Because
okay.
really, I'm pretty tired.
I can hear. I can hear. What time did you get home, Markan?
1 a.m.
Wow. Okay. All right. So 290 will be the cruise altitude. Let's refresh active sky. Make sure it sees that. All right. We've got that. Hello, Martin. Right. Okay. I'm done with that. Let's continue. Guys, we had a lot of fun last night with Zibo. So while we were testing everything, at one point in time, he made a joke with me and he actually sent me a message. He said, I must read the schematics install guide. I'm doing it wrong. That was hilarious. That is so cool. In the heat of the moment, that was a wonderful, wonderful joke. Hakan,
Yes, sir.
are you not going to sleep now, or did you sleep, or have you had enough? Because I don't want you to sit here if you don't feel well, if you need to sleep more.
No, sir, I slept.
Okay, all right.
Uncle John, I have a pimple on my mood, sir.
Hakan, if you want to talk about things like that, maybe you must take Uncle John there to one of the other rooms.
Ah, sorry. So, not my mouth, it is on my nose.
It's funny.
Pumple, I feel really bad.
Why?
This is because of this pumple.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It gives some pain. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I feel okay right now. Let me change my mood from mature to teenager. Let's start together to fly.
He's back to normal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's okay.
I'm normal. I'm normal right now. Let me make some coffee. Would you like some, Nico
Yes,
and
please.
Uncle John?
Yes, please. 1 sugar. 3 Fendico, but you only put in 2.
Something
Oh,
like that.
sugarless to Nico, one sugar to you. Deal?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. 100%.
Okay, sir. Because sugar is expensive, Nico.
I know, I know, I know.
Same gig, huh?
Sorry, Hakan?
Same gig, I said.
Yeah. 0 and not the best, but at least it's 20. What was that? There's 21.2. Right.
Nico, you need 60 subscriber on YouTube, sir.
Yeah, then it's 2000, eh?
Right, right. Ah, good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, Hakan.
How are you, sir?
I'm always well. How are you?
Fine. I'm tired a little bit, but I'm fine. Okay.
It's good enough.
When start watching Nico's video, I feel better.
Lift your spirits, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, he sounds better already. Right, okay, so we need to wait for at least 8 or so minutes more before we can actually push.
Why you need to wait 8 minutes? Because of
Ryanair. I want my extra
aha.
points.
You had to
Okay.
set your Q&A.
My QNH is set to 1011 according to what Active Sky says it is, unless it's changed. Oh, it's changed. 1010 now. I found this picture on the internet yesterday. It's a table with QNH to inches conversion and the hectopascal to inches. If any of you are interested, it's there.
I have written that table.
Hmm,
Yes.
good. Means I know some powerful people in high places, eh?
It is easy, sir. It's only conversion.
I know.
Nothing.
But if you don't have it, you don't have it. That's why you need it. See?
But the problem is Europeans. UK found this system. Europeans converted. What I don't know. So too much work. Why we don't use inch system?
I don't
Why
understand
we,
in system. I'm from a wrong era.
metric? You are metric.
Hmm.
Who is the first? Metric or inch?
I don't know. You're gonna tell us, I suppose.
I think Uncle John can tell us.
The inch I can.
Right.
Probably right.
If you
Uncle
check
John
your
says nothing.
finger, if you check your finger, you can understand, sir.
Yeah, good.
At the beginning of my speech, I told you actually, European changed this system, I said.
Understand.
But Uncle John said something I couldn't hear him very well.
Uncle John say nothing.
Why?
No comment.
He's probably tired too, Hakan.
Okay, he's getting angry me. I don't know his mood.
I don't think he's angry.
I
Don't
can't get.
worry. Keep calm and love Uncle John. I love you, Uncle John. Really, really nice to meet you.
I can't get angry with you, even if I tried. I can.
No, never. I respect you, sir. I can't be angry for you.
Okay, I'm starting my APU, Uncle John, so I think you've got like less than 5 minutes to get to that runway if you want to get off before me. Take off
I'm
before
already
me.
on push.
Okay, so go, 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 go.
Thank you.
Alright, I've been cleared to push my pillow, so I will probably see you guys this evening.
Okay,
Your
enjoy.
evening.
Yeah. Come fly with.
Catch you later.
Bye,
Everybody
George.
have a good
See you.
Bye.
Push back.
Ground to copy. Tow is driving up.
flight attendants, prepare your doors for departure, please. Cross-check and all call.
Are you flying, Kevin?
No, just watching this morning. I'll fly this afternoon on the group flight.
Ah, this afternoon on group flight. There is a group flight. Good.
Yeah, I put it on
Okay,
pilot's page.
all
I
doors
think
and
I must
hatches
actually
are
copy it and
closed,
put it
ready
here
to
on
connect.
Discord as well. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Tangeros.
Now connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
I clicked the wrong button. Sorry, I left you guys there on Discord for a second. But anyway, there you go. There's in group flight in Discord now as well, guys.
Good one, thanks, Nico.
Okay, you're welcome. Guillermo Snipe has put all the links. It's on the Zibo pilots group. All the links for all the stuff that I've already put here into the freeware scenery is put there. He's also put the charts, everything. He's very excited that we're going to fly down there in his valley. So everything is there. Okay, I'm just waiting for another minute and we can go.
Starting pushback and you may start engines.
Albapino, good morning, cheese and wine as usual. Man, you're gonna make me fly to France and come and get some one of these days, eh? That's so freaking awesome. Every time we speak. So awesome.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Standby.
For today, approximately an hour airtime. We're gonna be in the air about an hour for this flight.
Disconnecting tow.
Awesome, Albapino.
will disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Oh yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Wake up, wake up. There we go. There's the pin. Don't worry, don't worry. Things happen. Right, that guy can now leave us. We've got our taxi lights. We've got everything else set up. Pitos on. Right. The throttle can come back up. Yeah, so just for the guys who joined late, this is a beta version of the Zibo. It's not available to you guys yet. Zibo and I slogged almost through the night in my time to get this thing going. He's been magic. He fixed a big issue. We literally fought it for hours and hours together to get it to work. And so I woke up this morning with this in my inbox, this version, and we're going to fly it together. That's one of the reasons why everything you see is also stock standard. There's no customization done in here. This is a beta of a beta of a beta. So in terms of not showing you the white bezel or the coffee or the other mods, that's the reason why it needs to be simple, Zibo only setup. Now I've messed up
Ladies
something
and
here.
gentlemen, I am in this group for almost 1 year, but there was nothing in my inbox this morning.
I'm sorry, Hakan.
I am disappointed.
Okay, I'll send you the next free copy. When Zibo releases this one, I'll send you a link just for you, alright? So you can grab it for free.
Okay, sir, and also I deserve this free Zibo because of my landings. You remember?
Oh yes, good landings. Good landings. You earned it. You earned it. I'll send you free copy when Zibo releases this one, okay?
No, don't need to do that. Just I am kidding, sir. Because
I'm also kidding, man.
I took serious. I disappointed twice. Okay.
Hey, listen. Don't be like that. You know we love you.
Okay, sir. Empty inbox.
Guys, if you have not yet seen it, there's a new developer called Hold My Beer. He released an SR-72, the Cirrus prop aircraft, and it is a magnificent aircraft. On his tablet that he made, there's actually a working email. So when there's an update available, you get an email directly in the aircraft, on the tablet, in the email. And I thought that was such a nice touch, because I didn't think it was really real, and I clicked on it and it told me I have an update waiting for me. Albapino, no, but it's the sceneries all require libraries. They all require the open scenery, or most of them at least. So at some point in time, you're going to have to get the libraries. You're going to have to do it at least once. You know, the libraries do not update that often, but yeah, you just go for it. And I see now you say there that some sceneries work. It will work. It will definitely work if you just follow the readmes. You know, the guys tell you how to install it, follow it, do it. It changes the look and feel of X-Plane. Just be careful that you don't load old stuff that isn't really compatible, because that degrades the performance of the sim again. So just be careful. See, the libraries is shared by most scenery, so that's why you get them once. Get all of them, put them in place, and then you don't have to go and search for them every time. That's cool, Albapina, even if you just start with Europe, there's nothing wrong with that. Just enjoy it.
I'm lined up and I'm going to take off, sir.
Go for it. Go for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking off in just a few minutes. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
I can see you on STKP, Uncle John. Just behind you. Hope you guys are ready to go, because we're going.
Approaching 13 left. On runway 13 left.
Albapina, you are supposed to hear the ex-RAS lady talk, you're supposed to hear Trisha talk, you're supposed to hear the captain talk, you're supposed to hear the guys on Discord talk, you're not supposed to just hear me and the legends.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
400.
Come on down, here we go.
$1,000.
You'll note I'm behind you, Nico.
Why?
You will note I'm now behind you.
Yeah, but why? You were in front of me.
I know I was.
So where did the bubble change?
I changed it purposely.
Oh. Oh. Nice highway down there. Wow, that was big. Hakan,
Yes, sir.
when this flight is done, I'm gonna sleep at least another 2 hours.
Very good, sir. You need to refresh yourself.
That makes 2 of us.
There you guys can see the weather in front of us. It's a bit of a cell over there. Looks like we're climbing over it, but we're still kind of in it, so we'll see.
Nico, what's your cruise altitude?
290, Uncle John.
Thank you. I think I'm going to change mine to 3-1 then.
Hello, Joe.
Good Saba, gentlemen.
Hey. Nice to have you here.
Yes. How's everybody doing? Good morning, everybody.
Morning, Joe.
Morning, Joe.
Morning,
Joe?
Uncle John.
Joe, I'm gonna lie to you if I tell you I'm not tired. I'm dead tired. Last night we burnt the candle both sides. Everybody here.
Yeah, the whole.
Yeah. Did you see some of it? I think you saw some of it.
Yeah. The best part was the email you got from Zibo.
Yeah. To tell me to read my own install guide. That was funny.
That was so funny.
It was so funny. I actually made a copy. I'm gonna keep it for everybody who does not want to read my manual. I'm gonna say to them, watch here, what he says to me.
So let's take it right off the box as well.
So Zibo says to me, read carefully schematics manual before install. You have wrong flight. We cracked ourselves.
That was hilarious.
That
Yeah.
was special. That was really special. Anyway, so yeah, we worked ourselves silly. I mean, I slept until 4 o'clock, so I've got just under 4 hours sleep behind me. And this morning I woke up with this version that I'm flying now, and me and Uncle John and Kevin already took it for a spin, and a couple of guys on Twitch, and it works. This one, we found the problem, fixed it, and we are just impressed as always.
What was amazing is that it was all because of housekeeping.
No.
The file structure, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it the file structure?
That was where that comment we just showed the guys came from. It was because of that, okay? But no, I tested it this morning. Doesn't seem to have a problem. I'm gonna test it again, okay? So don't hold me to it. We will get to the bottom of it. That was a good guess, but even after changing the file location, we still had a problem. That's why Zibo went and he created this model, and he came back to me and said, he found the problem, it's fixed, I can go fly. So one of the things that has happened is this morning, I'll show you just for the record so everybody's on the same page. I'll show you. Let's get that thing on screen. So this morning, I've got my normal X-plane and my X-plane beta next to each other, right? So this morning we used the X-plane beta, we go into aircraft, and there's the Zibo. So we took it out of the Zibo folder, like he said we should do, to test it. There it is. This one works perfectly fine. This one, however, where we are actually flying in now, is my original. This is X-plane 1141. And the Zibo we are flying actually resides in the Zibo folder. As I explained to you guys last night, I do it for housekeeping. Okay, so there's an extra folder. Officially, according to the guide, this is wrong. This is not supposed to happen that way, but we've never had a problem. Alright, so what I'm going to do is when we get to the cruise now, I'll save a flight. And once we've landed this flight, we're going to come back, we're going to retry it. Because that will be the ultimate proof whether the installation path is actually part of the problem or not. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So
yes, no, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, according to the Zibo install guide that I wrote, and according to Zibo, and according to what we tested this morning, it's perfectly fine when you install it correctly. That's why that comment was made. But I'm now playing a little bit with it. I want to see what happens when I've got the same aircraft in a different location, whether the path will be an issue again. So that's.
So right now you're flying the Zibo with the Zibo in the Zibo folder.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So there we are at the top of climb. I'll just wait for the turn to finish so we kind of level and straight, and then we'll save a situation for us to come back to later.
Just so you're aware, Nico, I've slowed down quite dramatically. I want to let you pass me. But I'm up at 31 anyway.
Well, according to STKP, you are miles behind me.
Not according to my STKP.
I think you need a new STKP, Uncle John. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Look, I mean, that's just what I see on my screen. It's very possible that you have a different scenario there. I can't argue with that.
Yeah, I've got you behind me.
There's my STKP. That is you, where my hand is. That's where you are, and that's where I am. So according to mine, you know, we're going to have a civil war here between us now, it seems.
And there's 2,000 difference.
Okay, are you already at top of your climb?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Then you
I'm descending.
already?
Already descending. As soon as taking off, I start descending.
Right, okay, so I'm going to go to output, explain 11 output situations. I'm going to delete those files, and we're going to basically create a new one. So save flight number 1, there we go, and there you guys can see it's just come up. Alright, so there's one flight. So I'd say about 50 nautical miles from top of descent. I'll save the next one, so we're gonna have 2 or 3 intervals where we can go back to, then we can see if it works in explain 1141 as well, and in the Zibo folder instead of just aircraft folder. So we'll see.
Nico, question. Can you go over the TFC button on the range?
There, yeah. What do you want?
Well, can you press it and to show us the different pages?
Oh, you mean the CTR button? Because the traffic, all the traffic does is it enables TCAS traffic on ND. So that's what I'm doing now, switching it on and off. If you're talking about the CTR button.
Yes.
Alright, so basically we've got the what do they call it? Compass rose effect. Alright, so we've got a full compass if you press it once. Alright, so it includes your full 360 degrees, plus it includes your actual flight with your waypoints and everything, and also you can set the scale on the EFIS. If you press it a second time, it actually gives you your vertical profile as well, and you can actually follow your vertical profile visually. So there you've got your waypoints. It obviously says that we are now in a level cruise flight. Once we start to descend, that white leader line will actually point down, and then you can also determine just by looking at that where you're going to touch down, you know. So it tells us our altitude, where we are, 29,000, gives it to us. You can also increase and decrease the scale, so you can play around with it. This is fairly new. It took a while to get to the stage that I think, who is it who makes it? Dr. Gluck made it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got to go. Have a nice day.
Okay, cool.
Bye, Hakan.
Bye.
Nice of you to
Bye,
drop
Hakan.
in. Talk later, Hakan.
I hope so. See you.
Okay.
Nico, just as a backup, can you tell me what your top of descent distance is, please?
82 nautical miles.
Yeah, I'm on top of you at the moment.
Okay. Steve says that on his STKP you are in front if you go on top of descent.
Well, my top of descent is 81 miles at the moment.
Alright, but you are a little bit higher than me, so it could be that you are a bit behind me. Slightly. Doesn't matter, Uncle John. We're not going to crash into each other. So
That's why I went up,
yeah.
and why I slowed down.
Right, I think it's time for us to start actually doing something about the descent here. So let's get into STKP. Come on, switch over. Right, so we've got 4.4 in the tank. We're going to land with 3.2. That's 12. 1.2 we need to remove. So 60.9 approximately will be our gross weight on landing. You can actually see the estimate here as well. It's got it a little bit higher. But let's go on this one. We can always double check it later. So we're going to do flaps 13 landing. We're going to go to the descent forecast page and go hunt for our winds and the rest of the information we need. So that's what we're looking at. So we've got 226. 20 landed. ISA is 9 and the QNH estimate is 1012. Alright, then if we check our charts, see the transition flight level, transition altitude will be 6,000. 6,000. Right, 060. Execute. Right, that takes care of that for us. Then we go back to Navigraph. We need to be at 4,000 feet, and our decision altitude will be. What will it be? Hold on. Go back. Do 144, so it's class D. 1001. One 1012. That's it, that's it, that's it. Let's just check what active sky says, what will the QNH be there. So, yep, same. So happiness is, then we need to go check. For 95, and we said we needed 74,000. Good morning, Betrip. Right, so we've got 42 nautical miles. Let us save flight number 2.
You're now 8 miles in front of me.
Okay. Dream Virtual Flight. I've never heard him talk about that ever. At this moment in time, I mean, here he just redid the whole cabin for us, right? So you've got the option when you set your passenger number to get this cabin, or you can go back to the 160 seater, which is the dual class seats. I don't think after the whole investment was made to get the two class system going, they're going to chuck out these seats and change them very soon. I don't see that. But again, I haven't heard any one of them talk about it. Go to load, payload, at the end there, 160, 180, 187, 189. This was also a reset. Okay, I don't want to change it now. That's going to mess up the CG. I have to remember to fix this as well. Okay. Anyway, so that's how you do it. Welcome. Yeah, I'm passing 26,000 now. Bjorn, I do not have the space for it, but if I had the space, I would have done it definitely, very definitely. But I just don't have room for it. Maybe one day, maybe one day.
Why don't you just extend the house a bit?
Oh no, I'm renting. It's not my place. I don't own it. And it's in a complex, so there's no chance that if I extend it, I have to throw the neighbor out. I'll have to buy his place. Good morning, Torsten.
Good morning, Nico. I don't know. When I was living in South Africa, I never heard of anybody not living in his own house.
Times have changed, my friend. Remember, it's a communist country now. It's not a democracy anymore. Finances have gone down the tube. It's a whole new ballgame here now. I've just noticed that the 80 lock throttle didn't work. Why? It's on. Okay. Steve, yes, yeah, I use Xpilot, but not IVAP. I've moved away from it. I'm on the new Altitude. I think they call it Altitude, the newer model, which is much better. I would highly recommend getting rid of IVAP and moving on. You know, the new one is very nice. Also Vulkan compatible and all. So yeah, and I just use Xorganizer and switch them on and off at will. You know.
Nico, you're on 1150 now?
No, so this is 1141. The previous flight this morning, when we tested the fix, was on Vulkan again. I'm doing this flight specifically in 41, so we can test it in 41 and then also with that extra subfolder. So 1141 now. arc that we need to fly here. Not a big one, it's a bit of an arc. Yeah, Steve, coming back to this new client, the fact that you can pre-file online, which they never had, is a game changer for me, because you can build up a whole logbook online and stuff like that. It's really, really nice, this new client. Bitrip, what does Active Sky have to do with, are you talking about X-Pilot? Because there's no connection with TCAS there. Let me have a look quick, see what they say.
Clouds are looking spectacular.
This is the one that I'm using, 1.3.14, and I don't have an issue with TCAS. It works in Vulkan. But that one, there's conditions to using this. You can only use that one on Vulkan. It will not work on X-Plane 1141 because it was specifically designed for Vulkan. So if you want to fly Vulkan, that's one. If you want to fly 1141, that's one you need to use. So just be careful that you don't mix these things. Very, very important that you get that right, and it should be fine. Also, you need to make sure that you comply with the minimum requirements. I'm not sure where they publish it. It's probably in online documentation. You need to have the correct C++, and we've also had to re-download and reconnect the Bluebell CSLs at one point in time. So just work through it systematically. It should work perfectly. It does for me. So hope you get it right.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Hello, Yaku. Albapina, it's an alpha. It's not a beta. It's pre-beta. It's alpha. Hello, Yaku. How was your morning?
No, it was pretty nice. Thank you very much for asking.
Did you make lots of
money?
money?
Your... that's a different question for a different stream.
Okay, I'm just asking. Alright, sorry, you were asking.
Did you just take... Oh no, you're busy descending already.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I missed the beginning of...
Yeah, we did a stream earlier on Twitch quickly to test this model, because this is 42.10A5 now, and it was working on Vulkan, so we're just going to test it now on 1141 and see what happens here.
Why are your frames running a little bit high at the moment? Or low, should I?
It's just the area, the Alps. The Alps is usually a tough place. I've been fiddling around with the NVIDIA control panel a little bit. Me and Zibo got talking about this whole threaded optimization story. So what we found out is threaded optimization needs to be on in 1141 when you use the Zibo rain effect. If you use Skisselkoff, it needs to be off, the ski rain effect. If you go to Vulkan, it needs to be off anyway, and Skisselkoff doesn't work there, so that you can disregard that whole story. So we're busy fiddling a little bit to get our heads around this whole threaded optimization thing, because usually when threaded optimization is on in 1141, I'm getting between 40 and 50 frames. Currently it's set to auto, and it doesn't appear as if auto has any effect It, in fact, is degrading.
Yeah, I just by the rule of thumb for me, even on my system, has always been to just keep threaded optimization off.
Yeah. Well, we'll get behind that story soon enough. But also in general, the Alps, for some reason, the mountain range here, that mesh or whatever is used there is always tough on the frames.
Still looks like really nice eye candy though.
Okay, it makes sense, Petrip. I see where you're going with that. Okay, alright. That is very interesting. Wow. Very interesting. You know, the funny thing is I don't usually use active sky on my beta, so that's probably why I never had a conflict. I actually use the STKP weather when I fly in the beta in Vulcan. Very interesting. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. That means a lot. Hello, no worries, don't worry. Yeah, don't you hate it when the real world interferes with the virtual world, man? No respect, I tell you. No respect. Let's start breaking a little bit. Alle kleine haasies in die koringland. You remember that song, Jelke?
Oh yes, I do.
So, Petrip was talking here about something I would never even have thought about, and it's just like a little fox in the wheat fields. That's why I thought about it. I mean, it's like this story that I discovered last week where me and Zibo ended up fighting it so hard. It was just by fluke, an accident I found it. I mean, we were talking about the odds last night. You know, what's the odds of someone else finding it? Because not many people use it the way that we did to find it. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's just one small connection and you know.
By the way, I just heard you said you use the STKP connector to inject your weather.
Yeah, it's got a built-in weather engine.
How's the weather engine?
Well, it's slightly better than the default weather engine in X-Plane, but it's not active sky quality. You know, so it's okay. It's okay.
Do you get a performance boost out of it?
Not really, no, it's just weather. It's almost like the NOAA weather plugin. The only difference is in the NOAA weather plugin you've got a slider to reduce the turbulence. In the STKP you don't. So if you fly into severe turbulence, you get knocked because there's no buffer. There's nothing blocking, you know, the effect of the weather. You know, it's not like in active sky where you can actually actively select a checkbox to disregard the excessive X-plane turbulence, which is unrealistic. You understand? So it's got pros and cons. It's just a nice to have, man. If you don't want to spend money on active sky and you don't want to go through the hassle of setting up the NOAA weather plugin, it's just a flick of a switch and the STKP brings the weather. It's very convenient.
Yeah, no, that was what I was going to say. It's all about the convenience of having it in the STKP.
Yeah. I hope there's a runway somewhere there. I don't see a runway. Oh, there it is. There. Right there. Now, where's Sasso when you need him? This is his home base, as far as I know, guys. Isn't that what he said?
Lucky man.
please expedite the runway when you get down again.
Uncle John, I'll do my best. I unfortunately have Escobar's tomato plants here in a crate in the cargo hold, so we've got to be really careful.
He gets far too much preferential treatment.
Uncle John, the kind of money that guy pays with, I'm going to be honest with you. You know, match it or beat it, we'll talk again. You know, I'll give you some preferential treatment as well. Sorry, I'm just saying it as it is. I'm just honest. No reaction. Are you just going to sit there? Uncle John?
Yes, sir.
No reaction from you. You just don't react to me and my nonsense.
I think I'm just too tired this morning, Nick.
Okay.
The pair of us are in the same boat.
Yeah, we had a long way. No, it's okay. I'm just asking. So I'm busy making jokes and I don't get the reaction. As long as you don't get angry at the jokes, then I'm happy.
Oof, what a view.
Okay guys, so the next phase of the plan is I need to log this flight for the VA, so I have to switch the engines off. Then what we're going to do is I'll just respawn on the runway with engines running, and then we're going to try the saved flights. There's 3 of them that we need to try. In actual fact, I've now made 4 of them. We can try each one of them and see what happens. Dream virtual flight, I don't know. Zibo needs to review my last stream from Twitch this morning, and then he's probably going to look at this video, and then he's going to make up his mind. I'm not sure. Hopefully later this evening. That will be really cool.
Are you using that Escobar money to bribe Zibo?
Nope. Zibo doesn't need bribing.
He just needs the tomatoes.
Feed stabilized, Mr. Burchell.
Actually, the tomato plants. There's no tomatoes yet. 121 days, no tomatoes yet. We're waiting in anticipation.
I'm getting behind this now. I think I've just something. I think I know what.
I'm glad you're catching on to the story. Did you have a look in the adults only channel?
Yeah, I saw.
400. Caution, short runway, approaching 302.
Approaching minimum
200 feet, available, approaching 302,200, available,
Minimums.
approaching 302,200, available, approaching 302,200, available, approaching 302,200, available, approaching 302,200, 1,200 available.
knots.
Yeah, that lady got upset with me, eh? You really worked on my nerves. Yeah, short runway, so you've got to plant it in the box, guys. Unfortunately, sometimes it is a little bit hard. I see the rating is 244 foot per minute, which isn't that bad. It really isn't that bad. So yeah, you have to do what you have to do sometimes.
Welcome to Bergamo.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, guys, for flying Ryanair this morning. You are welcome to enjoy your stay in Bergamo. We will fly from here at some point in time again, but this afternoon, later, or evening, whatever time it is, early morning for you guys, we'll be in South America. Bye bye, Albertina. Thanks for the chat. Enjoy your wine and cheese. Envious. One day is one day. We'll meet. One day, so yeah. Enjoy your day, my friend. Enjoy. Alright, so now we can try the safe flights.
Runway vacated.
Awesome.
Nico, did you paint that livery yourself?
No, no, no. Oh, Jacques Pinard did it for me.
On runway 31, right, flaps, flaps.
Right, so let's go check this out.
Positive 3. Fails if you go.
When you load up your saved state, Nico, does that save the weather for the time as well, or does it only save the aircraft
Only
state?
the aircraft state. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. I mean, nothing wrong there. Right, next one, load flight number 2. Alright, number 3. It's like music to my eyes. I can see small little issues, like for instance, look, the VOR is off, but it switches it on. Airport stations were not on, but it switches it on. Wrong one, where's the station? Yeah, that one, because that's how I fly. But I mean, who cares? That's not the end of the world. It's just a small little thing. What do you guys think?
That would be useful for practicing some approaches.
Of course. Of course, like...
Well, it seems to
Okay.
seems to work perfect.
Yeah. Tonkatin and Paro, for instance, Yaku. I use this extensively to practice to land there, because it's just not easy, man. It's just not easy.
Especially if you save like a weather state with active sky and load that active sky weather into your saved state. It just make things really easy to go for practicing certain maneuver.
just noticed the barrow also. Now I'm just waiting for the final approach to load. Now I want to see. That was really, really short.
Airspeed low. Bank angle. Bank angle.
Ooh. That was a rough start. But it's getting there. It's on the approach. Approach is active. Bit of a rough one. I don't think that's a proper place to have it load, but I just wanted to take a chance.
Yeah, that was a bit of a hectic start there. Bouncing all over.
But it came back nicely. I mean, that's the whole point of testing, right? Pushing the limits.
Wind shear, wind shear.
Yeah, the other day I wanted to take off from Seattle. Was it Seattle? Where was it? Might not have been Seattle. It was a big airport somewhere. Oh, it was in Shannon in Ireland. It was in Shannon. I sat on the freaking runway for 5 minutes listening to wind shear until it moved away. It was so annoying. Man, but that wind was strong, eh?
I was bouncing around last night in Cirrus, flying from where was it, Brits to Bilansberg, late afternoon. It was quite bad.
Okay, so gents, just for the record, just to recap, this is the Zibo running from my Zibo
1,000 feet stabilized.
folder. Right. So we've now tested it. The installation path has nothing to do with the error. It was just the code that needed some tweaking.
So, Nico, question?
Yeah.
So last night, when the Zibo was in the Zibo folder, you were having a hard time.
Yes, it didn't.
You took it out, and then it worked.
Yes.
But now you're saying
no,
that...
it didn't. Sorry, let me backtrack. It worked with the saved state that Zibo supplied us. There it did work.
Right,
But
right.
I was unable to save it. The reason I wasn't able to save it is still unknown to me. Zibo did not disclose it to me at all. All he said was he fixed the code. Alright, so that is what I know at this point in time. Joe, we'll have to wait for him to come back with more answers for us.
But bottom line is we can put it back in our folder.
Yeah, you can put it back if you want.
80 knots.
Freaking. Okay, so we've also tested another thing. There's been a couple of guys who complained about the glide slope warning not coming on when you go below the glide slope on the ILS. I think that has now been put to rest. That is definitely working in this model. I've heard it twice now in both approaches.
Did you just land on the ground? It seems like there was lots of dust kicking up there.
Yeah, for some reason the airport runway had like patches in it, and it was like the ground was showing through.
Can you do an outside view of that particular point in the landing?
Yeah. Let's just try it 1 minute. Thank you, Paul.
Now I didn't see the patches in the runway.
But you'll see now. if he does it again. I don't know if it's just because he didn't load completely. You see, we did a big jump, like 80 nautical mile jump here to get to this point. So maybe some of the stuff did not have a chance to load completely.
Yeah, I think it might have been the loading issue because your frames even look better on this approach. It might have just been still busy loading in the file.
PFR Andy, good morning, good morning. Captain Infinite. We are all good, thank you very much. We have just proven that this beta is from the testing I had to do. I can tell Zibo he can release it to all you guys. I'm not sure where the other pilots are with their testing and what they are doing, but from my side, what I had to do, it's perfect. I'm really happy with this model.
Approaching minimums. 300.
Thanks, Captain Infinite.
Minimums. 200. 100.
Pretty sure the glide slope at this runway 50. Is not good. This is a
40.
Slide slope.
30. 20. 10.
This real view really gives a weird effect when you land. I don't really like it. That was my experience. I hope that guy who makes it realistic hurries up. Right, so down parking brake on. Joe, I'll do it next to the wing view next replay as well for you and Uncle John.
Okay, thanks.
It's time for sleep for me.
Well, hold on, Uncle John. Let me just do this one replay for you, then you can go sleep lekker. Yes, Andy. Marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. Not much wrong with that. What do you guys think?
Beautiful.
Looked good.
Thank you.
Pleasure, Uncle John. Go sleep well.
Yeah, you too as well.
Yeah, I'll eat the sack just now.
Bye,
Captain
guys.
Infinite.
Take care.
Sorry,
Take care.
sorry, I'm speaking over you. Try again.
Thanks, guys. Bye. Talk later.
Okay, bye.
Take care.
Captain Infinite, I do not see you on Discord, my friend.
Yeah, I just checked as well.
Just don't see you. Scroll down. Mm-mm. Nope, 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 nope. VFR Andy, yes, I don't have Zibo's donation link here. Let me grab that for you quickly. My donation link is below the stream. If you click on show more, there's two ways you can donate. You can do it anonymously or you can have your name appear here on the screen. So that's all up to you. There's two methods there for you. But let me grab the Zibo one as well. Right? Let's quickly grab it. I must actually put it in my show notes as well. Why not? Because I do it when he's here with me, you know, specifically. Might as well do it forever. Oh yeah, yeah.
I heard you guys talking about going to sleep. Did you guys do an all-nighter or something? I mean,
Last
as far
night,
as I know.
yeah. No, me and Ziba and the gang here were up for just over 6 hours in total fighting this little bug. And I went to bed, and about, I would say 40 minutes later, I see, according to the timestamps, Ziba actually sent me the fix. Said, there you go, done. Okay, Captain Infinite, enjoy. Enjoy.
Adios.
Right, well, not much left to do. We've done our bit. Yeah, so anyway, I went to bed just after midnight local time. Don't know when Zibo went, because like I said, just before 1 he published and sent me the other one. New fix with it. We flew this morning. I woke up about 4 a.m. this morning and I haven't been back to bed, so I really need to sleep so I can be fresh for that group flight this evening. Gents and ladies, if there are any, if you want to join us in the group flight, it's scheduled on the YouTube already on my channel there. The information is in the notes below the video. If you want to join us, please feel free. We're going to be flying on VATSIM. It's about a 2.5 hour flight from the one, what's it, San Carlos de Bariloche down to the southern tip of South America. So please feel free to join us. If you guys want to join the Discord and come and sit here and listen, you don't have to speak. We're not going to force you to do anything you don't want, but you are welcome to join us and come and talk some nonsense with us and some flying and some Zibo and some whatever else, you know. So feel free. We'll be seeing you later tonight then. And Niels Christiansen, thank you for the subscription. Much appreciated. We'll talk to you guys later.